The Wipeout course, a hallowed tradition, a storied shrine to competition, athleticism, and achievement. One of the most revered fields of combat in the history of sport. It's a force to be reckoned with, a sight to behold.
Iron Ball!
And some sights to forget.
20 ordinary Canadian men and women from Blow Me Down to Blubber Bay are about to go head-to-head on the most spectacular obstacle course ever assembled.
Those crazy enough to accept the challenge must be prepared for the spills.
The thrills.
And the fantastic fumbles.
The 4 contestants left standing will face off in the Wipeout zone.
Each week, only one brave Canuck will emerge victorious. So who will win?
Who will lose?
And who will? Cue the swelling orchestral music. Wipe out.
Hot diggity dog!
Greetings and welcome to Wipeout Canada. I'm Jonathan Torrens, and with me, as always, is Ennis Esmer.
What up, bud? Today, 20 Canadian men and women all hopped up on poutine are set to compete for $50,000.
That's right, and all they have to do is get past 4 rounds of hell.
Oh, man, that's amazing how you can just do that with your voice.
Right?
The first of said 4 rounds is the qualifier. Here's what they're up against. First, they'll have to leapfrog over the buoys,
Dodge jabs against the sucker punch wall,
bounce across the big balls,
and sacrifice what's left of their self-respect on the field goal swing.
those with the 12 fastest times will move on to the next round.
While the other 8 will be ashamed as hell.
You start to freak me out with that thing. Our third talented co-host is Jessica Phillips, who's down with our first contestant. Hell. Okay, that's probably enough.
Okay.
Now, I heard that you're a man-eater.
I'm a puma. It's like a cougar in training.
Since you're a man-eater, let's say that you wanted to pick up our camera guy there.
And I do.
Show me some basic moves.
Step 1, eye contact. Step 2, point. Step 3, bring them into mama.
That's her secret?
No, I think that's her secret. She's definitely let the cats out of the bag.
Lock up your sons, cause here come the guns.
I hope those guns are registered.
They still have to be, right? Let's see if the Cougar in training can walk the walk and handle these boys. Oh, she's down. First boy she meets, and she falls head over heels. Typical. Now Shannon heads up to the middle platform to make another pass at the buoys.
All right, it's like bar hopping.
It is like bar hopping, and at Bar Wipeout, it's last fall.
The buoys will see you out. Am I seeing double, or did she just fall the same way twice? She knows we can do our own replays, right?
Ennis? Ennis?
Aw, it looks like someone has a little crush on you.
It's great. It's really nice to feel awkward and uncomfortable.
Oh! Let's review the 3 steps of the sucker punch.
Eye contact. Point. Bring them into mama. Always a dirty girl.
Oh, my Lord. What's she gonna say when she sees the big balls?
You better dub her audio just to be safe.
All right, big ball.
I like unicorns.
Good call. Oh, man! This cougar's really falling for you, Ennis.
Yeah, well, hopefully a splash of cold water will cool her off.
Now Shannon just has to swing her way right into your loving arms.
Tarzan better be at the end of this, because I'm Jane.
Maybe I should help out.
Hey, stop that. Take that down, please.
Rejected by the top of the ball, so after a short swim to the finishing platform, the Cougar in training clocks in at 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, thank goodness that's over.
Oh, Ennis, right here. I did this all for you. Because you don't know this, but we're in a long-term committed relationship now. I love you.
You didn't tell me.
So happy for us.
Aww.
Help me.
Don't worry, you're in a safe place. Plus, we've got 2 of Canada's finest here to serve and protect.
Qualifier, prepare to be disciplined, because I'm gonna take you downtown.
She's a real cop or one of those cops you hire at stag parties?
Nope, real cop.
Anyone's all the buzz to see what the fuzz does. Yeah,
And that guy's a real cop, too?
Yep, Chris Clues from Saskatoon. Calls himself the Fuzz.
that's right.
So, hot cop and the fuzz. I don't feel any safer.
Would make a good TV show, though, wouldn't it?
take on Hot Cop and the Fuzz.
Time to bust some balls.
Officer Fuzz, we've got a report of a possible disturbance by the Bigg Balls. Officer? Officer? Looks like he fell into that trap again. Better send in some backup.
I see several violations.
1023, stand by. Officer doing something inexplicable. Officer down. Calling the dive team. Tell him to bring some cups of Joe. And maybe a donut or two.
Good trailer.
I'd watch that show. Now putting on a show at the Sucker Punch is professional falconer and amateur seine person Joanne Bentley from Duncan, BC.
Wipeout! I accept your challenge! Huzzah!
Okay, let's see if she can avoid having the Sucker Punch get medieval on her.
Remember, if she touches the white glove, she'll get to move on even if she falls. And huzzah, the Sucker Punch not being very chivalrous.
Back up for her second attempt. Wiggling her fingers for reasons unknown.
I think that's sign language for I suck at this. Can we move on?
Let's see if overachiever Connie Lee from Yellowknife is more prepared.
Qualifier, you underestimate me. I have A+ efforts.
Don't be offended, Connie. The Qualifier underestimates everyone.
What's your strategy out there?
Very disciplined. Yesy, very disciplined. Yeah? Yesy, okay.
Head of the class, Connie approaches the wall. Oh, she does not pass the first time around. That's pretty degrading.
She fails the makeup test, but hey, at least she scored high on her L splats. Back to study hall.
I don't think her parents will be putting her Wipeout report card on the fridge anytime soon.
Well, you get an A for effort.
Not good enough. Where the pass? The A+.
Speaking of failure,
Now walking up to the Bigg Balls is Effie Vulgaris.
I have no job.
Oh.
I can't find a job.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know why. No one will hire me.
Exactly what kind of job is she looking for?
yeah, I don't think they're hiring in my nightmares. So Effie is currently jobless and on EI. Oh, not the position she was looking for.
If only she'd apply herself.
Now, to all prospective employers, Effie is tenacious, dedicated, a fast learner, and
no.
willing to take one for the team.
Didn't do such a great job there.
But at least it was a job.
I'm sorry it didn't work out, Effie.
Here's someone who always works out, University of Western Ontario football star Jonathan Ball. Jessica spoke with this Mustang earlier. Okay, I'm positive Jessica spoke with him earlier.
I played,
Oh, no, it's happening again.
and, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do right now.
Huh, shirtless athlete. Well, at least she doesn't have a type.
Let's see what kind of game this stud has on the Bigg Balls.
Yes, nice to see guys like that get put down for a change.
Now onto the field goal swing. And he is the first to land on that big red ball thingy. What do we call that?
No idea. I didn't think we'd ever have to mention it.
Well, that's a pretty studly time of 1 minute and 47 seconds for Jonathan Ball.
But keep the champagne corked, Mr. Perfect Pants, because the Iron Bull's about to come out of the gate.
Woo! The Iron Bull, baby!
Looks like this bull could stand to pump some iron.
Hi.
Hi.
What does Aaron Bull think about the competition? Master the course. Yes, kill the course. It's the running of the Iron Bull. Oh, or the falling of the Iron Bull.
Seriously, why does he call himself the Iron Bull?
I've stopped asking questions.
Come on, Iron Bull.
You know, I always find it fascinating when our contestants manage to find new obstacles in the course.
Yeah, I don't think the safety platform was really designed to be one.
I wonder what kind of elaborate strategy he's got for the Bigg Balls.
Get out of my way, big ball!
Yeah, get out of his way.
Oh! His strategy of yelling at inanimate objects does not work. The Bigg Balls don't get out of nobody's way.
You get out of our way, Iron Bull.
And the Iron Bull lets loose for the final swing. Oh, great cartwheel.
You know, I always say, if you're gonna go out in style.
You do always say that.
Well, the Wipeout course had the Iron Bull seeing red, and we've got plenty more carnage up next on Wipeout Canada.
Carnage.
Yeah.
It's a little dramatic.
You want to see it dramatic?
Carnage!
Welcome back to Wipeout Canada. The qualifier continues now with the goal of sending the top 12 into the next round and one step closer to that $50,000.
Kicking off the second half of the qualifier is Brandon Janaway from Newmarket, Ontario. He's 22, he loves worms, and he lives in his parents' basement.
Aren't those last two things always related?
I find.
I'm the night crawler, and I'm gonna crawl across this course.
And why are you the night crawler?
Because I love worms.
Oh my, that can't be comfortable.
Doesn't that ever hurt any of your man parts?
It does. I didn't even know worms had man parts.
Learn something new every day.
He, or it, starts off on the buoy run.
Yikes, I hope worms can swim.
They can if we stick them on the end of a hook.
Oh shoot, too late. Second attempt, and the worm gets wet again.
You know, maybe he's just too slimy to stick to those buoys.
Or maybe he's a little uncoordinated. You know, worms don't usually have legs.
And grown men don't usually wear green spandex suits.
Stop the senseless slaughter of worms!
There's a telethon you're never gonna see.
Oh dear! The worm goes down hard. Looks like he mistook the big balls for a nice big apple and tried to burrow in.
Hey, lesson learned. Big balls, not food.
Let's see if Brandon can make his roommates, landlords, parents proud on the field goal swing.
Oh my! He hit the water hard with the back of his hand.
Hopefully this worm has spinal regenerative capabilities, Ennis. Jessica?
I am standing here with Slavomir.
Hello.
Do you have any special talents or tricks that you could show me?
I was very well respected numero uno burper in the high school. Are you ready to compete, or you just want to?
Maybe.
Oh.
Another hard-hitting interview from Jessica Phillips.
I think I'm going to burp.
He should have held on to some of that gas. He looks deflated. Whoa! I think the big balls forced some air out of him on the way down. Burp the Slavomir.
So, who's on contestants row now, Ennis?
Well, it's a choice between Newton PEI's Ellie Cash, St. John waiter Stephen Smith,
This waiter ain't getting any straighter.
Vancouver rocker Reggie Gill,
I have a few tricks and talents I can show you later on, Dollface.
and Brampton ballerina Ashley Chappelle.
Yo, guys, interpret this!
And our next contestant is? Come on, give me Ellie Cash or anyone but that rocker Reggie guy.
It's waiter who ain't getting straighter Stephen Smith.
Yes!
Come on down! Sassy Steve taking our orders, a knuckle sandwich, some pound cake, and 3 big bowls of punch.
Give me a doggy bag, I'm done.
That's a good idea. We've got plenty of pain left over on the field goal swing.
Oh, almost lands it, but this waiter tipped over. I'd say he overshot the landing by 10%.
Really? See, I always say 15 just to be safe.
But he took forever with our drink order. Either way, congrats to Steven. Wait to go. He's a waiter.
Shh, 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 shh. Is that a tiny tune I hear atop the course? Maybe tune was the wrong choice of words.
Long may your big jib draw.
This is Matthew Brake, all the way from Pasadena, Newfoundland.
The Pasadena Piper charges the course to the boys, or is that buys, you know, the one who builds the boat.
All right, and he's the one who sails her into the water.
Hey, Ennis, how many sets of boys does it take for a newfie to realize the gap is wider?
Oh, I don't know. How many?
4. 4 sets.
It's funny because it's true, I guess. The sucker punch is next for Matthew. Oh, takes an early shot, which sounds like something a newfie would do. And he taps the white glove, dives into the mud, plugging his nose needlessly as he does.
No, I think he was just playing the air pipes.
Practice makes perfect. Or adequate.
Up next is Winnipeg's own Adriana Sharek.
Let's get crazy!
Says here she's a pole dancer.
Ennis, she's a Polish dancer.
Yeah, well, I'm going with pole dancer. Don't ruin this for me.
And away she goes.
She is going to polish off the course.
Good one, Jess. All right, Adriana, let's hear it for the buoys. Showing some graceful footwork here, but
Too bad she didn't have anything to swing on. I mean, hang on to.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Probably not.
Let's see how the Polish dancer does on the field goal swing.
Oh, my. She really hit awkwardly there.
I'll say, let's have a look at that again. Gee, she found the one spot on the entire obstacle that had no give in it whatsoever.
Adriana, you're going to want to check for feeling below the waist.
You know, the field goal swing has been a problem for nearly all of our contestants today.
Robert Air Guitar Vargo was strung out. Stephanie, the accountantinator law, miscalculated the distance.
And Joanne, the jockey Solverson, stood on her head to figure it out.
Can I get down yet?
But then JoJo jockeyed for the wrong position, literally getting stuck on this obstacle.
But that's why, for our final contestant, we've brought in an absolute ringer. Stepping up to the field goal swing is former All-Star CFL kicker, Troy Westwood.
It's all come down to this. Troy has trained his entire life. Every misstep, every shot he's ever taken, every hard fall has led to this one pivotal event. And T-Roy knows just what to do. The moment has arrived.
And he's up. And no good. Troy Westwood, Winnipeg Blue bombed it.
Still alive.
So at the time of 3 minutes and 57 seconds, Troy will be sidelined for the rest of the competition.
Well, so much for that whole build-up I worked on.
It was really good. It's not your fault.
Okay, thank you. So Troy disappointed me, himself, his fans, and quite frankly, the nation by not advancing.
But he wasn't the only disappointment out there today.
No.
Which brings us to the Car Star Collision Center's Make It Unhappen move of the round.
He started with some psychotic ramblings, expended most of his energy on the buoy run, came up with a poor plan for the Bigg Balls. Get off my way! Then tried to land the field goal swing by sitting on it at full speed.
And of course, there was all this stuff.
Iron ball!
You know, Ennis, he really showed a lot of guts out there today. For that, and of course, for not making it past the qualifier, I'll bet Josh wishes he could make all that iron bowl unhappen.
But 12 contestants did happen to make it through, including Brandon the Worm, pole dancer Adriana, hot cop Kara, and burping champ Slavomir.
Stick around. Up next, we've got the stupendously slamifying sweeper round. So there's plenty more wipeouts coming up right here on Wipeout Canada.
Welcome back to Wipeout Canada, where we have already culled the herd of competing Canadian country men and women from 20 down to 12, all aiming for a place in the Wipeout zone and, of course, the $50,000 grand prize.
And the surviving qualifiers include Chris the Fuzz,
Whoop, whoop.
head of the class Connie,
Bling.
Tiny Denzer Ashley,
Little.
and Effie Hire Me Bulgaris.
However, in their path lies the Motrin Sweeper Round.
So the rules for this are pretty self-explanatory, but since we're here, contestants have to try to avoid getting knocked off their pedestals by the sweeper arm. First 5 contestants to go down are sent packing, while the rest move on.
And the last one standing gets a bye into the Wipeout zone. That's like a free pass to a much more dangerous version of Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
It's okay, they all signed waivers. So let's check in with them before they start.
Sweeper, you ain't gonna huff this worm. Here's a tip for everybody. Don't mess with the people who handle your food.
Hey, Jessica, this sweep's for you.
Sweeper arm? In Poland, you wouldn't even own 6 chickens.
Yeah, we'll see who gets the last laugh.
And there's the horn. Remember, only 7 move on in the competition. The rest must walk off into the sunset. They have to.
That's right.
We make them.
Piece of cake. Bring it.
Oh no, Hot Cop Kara gets swatted by the sweeper arm. Hot Cop, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when the sweeper comes for you?
Fall, I guess.
Well, that's the short answer, yeah. And she's got company. Oh, maybe it was something he ate. But burping champ Slavomir finally ran out of gas in the competition. Bye-bye, Slavomir.
Okay, 2 down, 10 remain. Time to raise that bar and speed up the sweeper.
Come on, boys.
You know, even little Ashley's doing pretty well since we bent the rules for her on the whole height restriction thing.
It looks like everyone is adjusting to the speed and height quite nicely so far. Oh, spoke too soon. The waiter who ain't getting straighter, Steve, goes down. The sweeper serves Steve a little takeout.
Oh, excuse me, garçon. Cancel my order for $50,000. Thanks.
All right, just 2 more eliminations remain. The contestants are really fighting to stay out of that water. It's probably because of the sharks.
Shh, we're not supposed to mention me the arc shake. Oh!
Hey, down goes JoJo the jockey. She clipped her legs on the sweeper arm, and it was forced to put her down. They'll probably make her into glue now. Next one to fall will be the last one eliminated, losing their chance at further humiliation and 50 G's.
Oh, that's too bad. Hire Me Effie shows she's not ready to work her way up and decides instead to take a lower position on the Wipeout course.
A wetter one, too.
So Hire Me Effie is the last to go for good. Hey, Effie, don't call us. We'll call you.
The sound of the horn is music to the ears of the 7 contestants remaining. It means they'll all move on, but only one will get a free pass while the others get an all-expense-paid trip to the Dizzy Dummy.
Oh, the worm goes down.
And he's not the only one, it's a triple takedown.
First was Brandon the worm. That's gotta hurt, but not nearly as much as living in your parents' basement. Second was Chris the Fuzz, who left a face print on the crime scene, then went deep undercover.
And completing our Wipeout hat trick is pole dancer Adriana. She couldn't manage to hang on and got stripped of her chances at that free buy. What a tease.
Nice.
Okay, so quickly, here's who's left. Head of the class, Connie, Pasadena Piper Matthew, Tiny Dancer Ashley, and Mr. Perfect Jonathan Bald.
More like Mr. Perfectly Nauseating. Oh, ouch! 4 minus 1 equals 3 as Connie almost becomes headless of the class, courtesy of that platform.
Yeah, no lesson, no help me now. Only discipline.
3 spanks from the sweeper should be discipline enough.
And then there were 3. More height, more speed.
Oh, there's a Piper, dude!
Much like his piping, the sweeper arm was not in tune with Matthew's shot at the bye to the Wipeout zone.
We're down to the final 2. An unlikely battle between Tiny Dancer Ashley and not-so-tiny Mr. Perfect Jonathan. At stake, a free pass into the Wipeout zone. Whoa!
Oh, Ashley, what were you thinking?
I doubt she was thinking at all. Or maybe since we let her on the ride, she wanted her money's worth? Either way, Tiny Dancer got hooked from the stage.
Which means that Mr. Perfect Jonathan Bald stays up on the pedestal he put himself on and wins the sweep around, getting a bye into the Wipeout zone. Big surprise. Jessica?
Jessica, can someone tell her to start the interview?
Jonathan, you're the winner of the Motion Sweep Around. You're moving on to the Wipeout zone. And we are joined by the 6 other competitors moving on to the Dizzy Dummy. Woo!
Those 6 include Brandon the Worm, Pasadena Piper Matthew, and head of the class Connie. When we come back, we'll find out who has the focus and the drive required to defeat the Dizzy Dummy.
Stay tuned. 6 Dizzy Dummies, $50,000, and 1 million more Wipeouts still to come here on Wipeout Canada.
Welcome back to Wipeout Canada, where our contestants are trying to avoid heinous personal injury en route to a $50,000 payday.
Now, just before the break, we saw an epic battle between Tiny Dancer Ashley and Mr. Perfect Jonathan Ball.
Epic.
Ashley was tossed from the sweeper like a rose from the balcony, and Jonathan advanced straight to the Wipeout zone.
Lucky man, that means he doesn't have to worry about upsetting his washboard stomach in this, the Dizzy Dummy. The 6 that will are
head of the class Connie, Brandon the Worm, Pasadena Piper Matthew, Chris the Fuzz, pole dancer Adriana, and the aforementioned Tiny Dancer Ashley. There we go.
The contestants get strapped into the Dizzy Dummy and spun forwards and backwards until they get all wobbly. Then they try to take a bite out of the donuts, and the first across advances to the Wipeout zone.
The remaining 5 get spun again. This time, the first to traverse the tippy tables moves on. Finally, one last spin and another chomp at the big donuts to earn the final spot in the Wipeout zone. Means a lot to them, don't it? That means 3 of these 6 will move on.
Dizzy Dummy time. Beside me is Jonathan.
Well, let's see who's gonna join me in the wipeout zone.
I just don't get what she sees in that guy.
Yeah, outside of the towering height, the chiseled face, and the washboard abs, I don't see it
You're not
either.
helping. The contestants will whiz around about 30 times in each direction, all under 40 seconds.
It's like a circus ride where the carny got drunk and passed out under the controls.
Great image.
Not if you've lived it, man. Not if you've lived it.
The spinning dizzy dummy causes such centrifugal force that swear words are literally pulled outwards from our contestants' mouths. It's basic science, really. The horn goes, our contestants are free. Tiny Dancer Ashley has a small lead.
She's a little ahead. Across the first. Oh, missed the second. Back to the start with you, young lady.
Meanwhile, an impromptu game of Twister seems to have broken out on the first donut.
A four-person logjam on the first obstacle.
Chris makes a leap for the second donut and is there.
The fuzz not doing the cop stereotype any favors. This guy clearly loves these donuts.
But they don't love him. Hot Fuzz gets taken down like a sting operation.
With the grace and beauty that only a man in a full-body unitard can display, Brandon leaps to that donut, attaching himself like a parasite.
He's got to be careful now, Ennis. The Pasadena Pipers come from nowhere, just like his love for piping.
Head of the class, Connie, joins in like it's a math club. There goes the worm for that third donut. Oh, he almost slips off.
Now here comes the Piper match. They're both one jump away. Oh, yes!
Whoa, but the worm flies through the air and hooks a spot in the wipeout zone. Look at that move.
I didn't know worms could fly.
Well, the early worm gets to fly, Jonathan.
Do you have like a wrong cliche a day calendar or something?
Let's get back to the action.
The Dizzy Dummy's spinning slightly faster this second time around, so a few more swear words might get sucked out of the contestants' mouths.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction here, Jonathan, and say that swear words won't be the only thing coming out of their mouths today. Matthew the Piper's looking a little green around the gills, which is odd.
Yeah, he seemed so strong before.
And you want to rip it. You want to rip and rip. And I did more.
Strong-ish, but he is a real tough competitor.
And away they go, most everyone looking kind of spry as they approach the tippy tables, but...
Looks like Piper Matt is a little out to lunch.
Oh,
Speaking of lunch, Matthew loses his.
I'm sure not feeding him again.
Meanwhile, Adriana can't dance her way across the tables. He's back! The Pasadena Piper, light and lean after his recent purge, stares down the tippy tables. He's off.
And down he goes. Oh, I don't think I'd like to go into that water.
Yeah.
Here comes Chris the Fuzz, moving at a good clip. Gets across, and he does it. Nice. Book him, Dano. A spot in the wipeout zone.
You know, that's how we get it done in Saskatoon.
So that's how they get it done in Saskatoon, and something tells me this isn't exactly how they get it done on the Rock.
In a shocker, he has backed out. Too pukey to continue.
Time for some Maximus Vomitus.
Hey, let's not comment on that weird sweat stain.
You just did. Only one spot left in the finals, and everyone's chances just got better. This is going to be interesting, Ennis.
Tiny Dancer is the first out of... Wait a minute.
What the?
Running up the wrong obstacle. Talk about a brain cramp.
Let's slow that right down so we can make sure she feels like an imbecile. So here's the correct path that's being followed by the other contestants, and this is the road less traveled that little Ashley decided to take. We can only assume that there might have been a major malfunction here, and...
Okay, I think we got it. It should be noted there is no penalty, except for everyone thinking you're dumb now. The pole dancer Adriana is making her move, taking two. Now a much longer jump to the third.
So slippery, God.
That's kind of the point, Adriana. Here comes head of the class, Connie.
Almost knocking the pole dancer over. Quite competitive.
Now Ashley gets onto the first donut.
Head of the class tries to jump. No, she flunks out.
And Adriana now, she pole vaults across to the third donut. She dug deep and really pulled through on that one. She takes the final jump. Oh, no, and she stumbles off.
Dang it.
No, Adriana did not land on the finishing platform properly, and she has to go back and start all over again with Connie and Ashley.
A great shot from the helmet cam really puts you in her shoes.
You mean her helmet?
That's ridiculous. Why would I put my shoes in her helmet?
That's Ashley, our tiny dancer, now with a lot of speed. Hops 1, 2, 3.
Don't mess this up.
Just try to stay on the right obstacle. That'd be a start.
She takes an awkward leap, but can she hang on? And yes, Tiny Dancer beats out Pole Dancer and is into the wipeout zone.
You made it! You're going to the wipeout zone!
Thank you so much. Oh my God.
But before we see what new spills the Wipeout Zone has to offer, let's take a look back at some of the best ones we've seen so far and pick our favorite for the Motrin wickedest Wipeout.
Tiny dancer Ashley took us for a ride. Adriana, the pole dancer, made heads turn with her neck-breaking fall. And head of the class Connie dropped out hard on the sweeper.
But let's give this one to Effie Hire Me Vulgaris. Finally took some initiative and really put her back into things on the field goal swing.
Congrats, Effie. She needed a victory. Now, don't go anywhere. When we come back, our 4 finalists will tackle the Wipeout Zone. So, tiny dancer Ashley will get another shot to take down Mr. Perfect. Joining her are fellow underdogs Brandon the Worm and Chris the Fuzz. Stay tuned for more Wipeout Canada. Welcome back to Wipeout Canada. Our final 4 contestants are getting set now to battle it out on the Wipeout Zone, but only one will win the $50,000.
While the other 3 will go home with our consolation prizes: regret, shame, and I think a microwave. Or something like that.
Something like that. And now it's time for the contestants to take on the final challenge, the Wipeout Zone. And it goes a little something like this. First, our 4 finalists will be sent flying down the killer surf into the water below.
After a short swim, they'll try to avoid being run over on the barrel run, then hang on for dear life on the water wall before reaching the disorienting sponge towel spinner.
Then they have to keep their footing across the roller and leap past our launch pad trampolines to stop the clock. Fastest time wins.
So can any of our underdogs upset Mr. Perfect, Jonathan Bald?
Maybe if they team up against him.
Well, they can't do that in the Wipeout Zone.
Well, we should make an exception maybe this one time.
Don't give up on the little guy, JT. Stranger things have happened.
First of said little guys is Brandon Janaway, our basement-dwelling worm man.
This super geek wormed his way through the qualifier with an impressive time. Then, after being turned into bait by the sweeper, he came back to tunnel through the dizzy dummy, thus earning a chance to test his night-crawling skills in the Wipeout Zone. Will he move out and up in the world?
What about your competition over there? Who scares you the most?
I'd have to say John. He's pretty beastly.
Let's see if David can slay Goliath.
Or if a weird guy in green spandex can slay a dude with no shirt on. Brandon attempts to break the worm speed record down that slippery ramp. Oh, nice splash. Good start for Brandon.
He's definitely established himself as a worm to be reckoned with today. The worm's made his way to the barrel run. Let's see if he can avoid getting flattened on the ramp.
Up with relative ease. Hey, who says white worms can't jump?
Nobody.
Now let's see if this worm can inch his way across the water wall.
It's time for Brandon to dig deep and establish a good time so he can finally crawl out of his parents' basement.
You know, a check for $50,000 would cover first and last month's rent easy.
And maybe a new wardrobe.
Right.
And he's past the water wall now, or at least his bottom half is, awkwardly. Okay, now he's past the water wall and getting set for the sponge towel spinner.
Brandon flops down onto his belly, turning over, the worm doing a bit of a backspin on the spinner. Now let's see if he can body glide safely to the next obstacle.
Which he does. Independence is now but 2 obstacles away. First up is the roller. He fixes his little hat. Oh, and down he goes. Once again, cast into the water like common bait.
But he's still got a decent time here. Now, the lower the time, the higher the chances that underdog Brandon becomes Wipeout Canada's version of Rudy.
Or Susan Boyle.
Oh, I'm more of a sports reference guy, JT. Past the roller, down to the first trampoline. Jumping up and down like he just got his allowance. Oh, mistimes his jump and takes a mouthful of canvas.
It's crunch time now for Brandon as he climbs back up to face the launch pads once more. Down to the first trampoline in just under 3 minutes.
A little more careful this time as he makes his jump up to the second trampoline, and he holds on, pulling himself up. One final jump to go for the worm.
And he flops down, reminiscent of some kind of breakdancing move I can't quite think of right now. And he stops the clock with a time of 3 minutes and 14 seconds.
The first to challenge Brandon and his goal of his own apartment is the sole Wipeout Zone female, barely 5-foot tiny dancer Ashley Chappelle.
God.
The 22-year-old former ballerina from Brampton, Ontario, danced her way through the qualifier, came up predictably short to Mr. Perfect on the sweeper, then finally found her way into the dizzy dummy to land in the Wipeout Zone. Overall, a pretty well choreographed performance.
Hi, Mom.
Aw, Mrs. Chappelle must be so proud of her little girl. Her really little girl.
She's off. Oh, Tiny Dancer making a big splash off the killer surf. Great form. Now crawling up to the barrel run. She decides to let a couple barrels roll past.
Good strategy. Not many people can jump over things their own height.
Now sauntering up in no rush whatsoever.
Not as good a strategy, but lands a nice double arabesque over the last couple barrels, and she's onto the water wall.
Has a bit of a forward-facing technique as she moves along the narrow edge.
I'd like to see her in a deeper plie, but it looks like she's still getting the job done. I mean, she's no Karen Kane, am I right?
You're probably on your own with all the ballet stuff.
And that's how I prefer it. Well, she tiptoes across and stays on point over to the next platform, and now faces the ever-pirouetting sponge towel spinner.
Taking a few moments to study the spinner's rotation, and oh, that is the opposite of where you want to jump.
Not even a huge roll of paper towels could absorb the impact.
Oh my God, so nerve-wracking.
Now climbing back up, and she'll have to try and leap on once more. This time, not face first into the obstacle.
That would be terrible, unless you're everybody watching at home, in which case, probably pretty awesome.
And she's quickly on and up to her feet, this time on the inside of the towel.
And she jumps off onto nothing. Looks like she mistook thin air for a huge blue matted platform. You know, some people just can't jump and think at the same time.
Tiny Dancer Ashley jumps too soon, too short, and too in the wrong direction.
And that's too bad because she's forced to swim all the way back to the water wall for the second time.
She's got to be tired, Ennis, but somehow Ashley manages to keep her little body moving forward. She's still got time, but she really has to hurry.
She's down once again, hanging out with her favorite roll. She's not looking very light on her feet anymore, JT.
But at least this time she manages to leap onto something besides air, and now faces the roller. She has 25 seconds, Ennis, to top the worm's time.
She makes her move. Oh,
no.
Nutcracker, not so sweet. See? Ballet reference, I'm with you. Down she goes. That's probably going to do it for her.
Again, doing the opposite of what you're supposed to do, Tiny Dancer quits. Once again, coming up just a little short.
Yes!
So that means Brandon the Worm is still in the lead and closer to getting his own pad, with only 2 challengers left.
Will a cop ice his chances at 50,000, or will Mr. Perfect continue to be, well, perfect on the course? Stay tuned to our thrilling conclusion here on Wipeout Canada.
Welcome back to Wipeout Canada. Before the break, we witnessed Tiny Dancer Ashley from Brampton, Ontario, unexpectedly quit in the middle of her ballet run in the Wipeout zone. And that means Brandon the Worm is still in the lead and ever closer to winning the $50,000 and getting out of his parents' basement once and for all.
You can do it, Brando. Next up is Chris the Fuzz from Saskatoon. The Fuzz went for a ride-along on the Bigg Balls and got handcuffed by the sweeper arm before avoiding a takedown on the tippy tables and getting booked for a spot in the Wipeout zone.
Well, Chris, good luck, but I hope you wipe out.
With those kind words of discouragement from Brandon, Chris is off. And oh, I think his blood water content will be well over the limit after that plunge.
Now up on the barrel run, he's given himself a good little lead here. Oh, a little stumble there, but he's climbed to the top without much resistance. We'll have to start calling him Sarge the Fuzz after that.
Yeah, but let's not do that.
Chris is on the water wall now. You know, there's no better sobriety test than walking a straight line on that ledge with all that cold water coming down on you. Unless we made him close his eyes and touch his nose while counting backwards from 100.
And he's onto the sponge towel spinner now. The Fuzz takes to the wheel. Let's see if he can avoid spinning out. He leaps for the next platform and, oh no, over pursues the next obstacle and vanishes without a trace into the water below.
That means he has to swim all the way back?
Yeah.
We put out an APB and caught up with Chris climbing back up to the water wall.
He can't afford another slip on the sponge towel spinner, Ennis. He's only got about 45 seconds left to take sole custody of first place, with only 1 competitor remaining.
He's safely aboard this time. Quickly maneuvers to the base of the roller. He'll need a clean run the rest of the way. He's got to hurry.
And he's down.
No.
The Fuzz gets busted for trying to speed across the roller.
That's gotta sting.
And his time's up. Chris Clues has been ousted from the competition.
That means only one man stands in the way of the Worm's chances of moving out. Unfortunately, that man is Mr. Perfect, Jonathan Ball.
Ah, varsity footballer, Jessica's man crush, and All around the closest thing we've ever had to a guy no one's cheering for at this point in Wipeout history.
Blue 42.
The Golden Boy just annihilated the qualifier in the best time, then used his superior athleticism to finish first in the sweeper, and like everything else in his life, was given an easier path to success, in this case, a bye straight to the Final Four.
Jeez, I wonder who you're cheering for.
And what would you do with $50,000?
I would use most of it for tuition to go to the business school and anything I had left over. My friend Blaine started a charity called the Shoe Connection, and I kind of jumped on board.
Oh, God, like,
Oh, come on, Jonathan. Maybe he's just a really genuinely good guy.
ha, he hit his head.
Leaving it all out on the course, baby. You're not first, you're last.
Okay, here you go. I was wrong.
See what I mean?
Go Worm!
And Jonathan slides down the killer surf. Perfectly executed. And he's onto the barrel run in record time. Sprints up the ramp, easy as can be. And he's at the water wall in under 30 seconds, good for him. On the water wall now, that's Jonathan Ball. That's standard spelling, B-A-L-D. Whoa, he fell. Okay, cancel that. Okay, here we go.
Well, if you look, Jonathan fell before the halfway point, so we'll have to climb back up the first ladder,
Aw.
which is going to cost him. Wait a minute, he's climbing up the second ladder. That's going to be a 15-second penalty.
Yes, I mean, dramatic.
So 50,000 would totally change your life.
Oh my God, for sure. I could pay off my student loans, move out of my house, so I could leave my parents for once.
Oh, Jessica, stop asking questions. You're just making it worse.
And Bald makes it safely onto the sponge towel spinner. Just as quickly, he's across to the next platform, well ahead of the pace. Hesitating a little bit. And he takes off, and down he goes.
Oh, yes! I mean, neutral.
No,
I'm
I have no
biased.
opinion. Look at the thing.
Whoever wins is great.
Right. But let's not get our hopes up. He's back at the roller.
He's across, and he's still got lots of time. He jumps down, but overshoots the second trampoline.
Oh my God.
This is going to be a nail-biter.
But will it be a true underdog story? Will we change a man's life today or make one's awesome life just a little bit awesomer? Back up for a second try. Tries the one-jump approach again, but nails it. One last leap to the finishing platform, and he stops the clock.
Oh, I can't take it. It's too close.
Now, guys, we have a difference of 20 seconds.
Any penalties allotted?
I think there was a penalty given.
Really? If that was to me, I'm gonna freak out.
You fell off the rock wall.
I fell past the halfway mark.
Are you positive?
Yep.
How about a flashback, Jonathan?
What exactly did you say at the top of the course, though?
If you're not first, you're last. Don't play me like that.
Jonathan, you're the winner of Wipeout Canada. You win $50,000.
Unreal, boys. Coming on with 50 G's. We're going to Punta Cana, boys. We're going to Punta Cana.
Punta Cana, Dominican vacation with the boys. Yeah, so much for that charity thing.
Wow, great ending, huh? The better-looking, more athletic and privileged person won. Back to the basement for you, Brandon. Sometimes I hate what the movies do to my expectations.
Hey, that's just life imitating life, big guy.
But big congratulations are due to Jonathan. All in all, I have to tip my hat to him because he did dominate the course from start to finish today, and it was a well-deserved win.
That's very mature of you.
I put sugar in his gas tank.
Nice.
I'm Jonathan Torrance.
And I'm Ennis Esmer. For Jessica Phillips and all of us at Wipeout Canada, thank you for watching, and goodbye. We gotta be able to get Brandon out of that apartment.
I have a couch you can have.
Yeah?
It's not very, like, it's more like a love seat, but it's plaid.
He still doesn't have a place to live.
We can have a bottle drive. I'd like to organize apple sales.
Sure.
Right? Worm, apple.
Right, I get it.